gets close to you, then suddenly pulls away, right when things finally start feeling good. And now you're sitting there wondering what changed. But the truth is, this was never random. Some people are scared of losing you. Others are scared of needing you. And that fear changes everything. Pay attention to this. A man who pulls away during good moments is usually fighting something inside himself. Not always his feelings for you, but his fear of what those feelings mean. Because closeness sounds beautiful until it starts feeling real. And this is where it gets interesting. Some men feel safest when love stays uncertain. The chase feels exciting. The mystery feels comfortable. But once the relationship becomes stable, panic quietly starts growing inside them. Suddenly, they text less. They become emotionally distant. They act busy all the time. Not because they stopped caring, but because intimacy feels dangerous to them. Maybe they learned growing up that love always ends in pain. Maybe vulnerability once made them feel weak. So now, when someone truly gets close, their brain tells them to escape, even if their heart wants to stay. But here's the truth. You can't build intimacy with someone who is still running from themselves. And you feel this confusion deeply. One week he's affectionate. The next week he feels cold. One day he talks about the future. Then suddenly he disappears emotionally. That inconsistency creates anxiety because your brain starts searching for answers. Did I do something wrong? Did he lose feelings? Why does this keep happening? But often, it has very little to do with you. This is where many people get trapped. They try harder when he pulls away. More texts, more effort, more emotional energy, hoping love will make him feel safe again. But pressure usually pushes him even farther, because now he feels responsible for emotions he doesn't know how to handle. Pay attention to this. Emotionally unavailable people often love in fragments. They give affection in moments, then disappear when things deepen. It creates emotional whiplash, and your nervous system starts craving the highs. That's why these relationships feel addictive. The connection feels intense, because stability never fully arrives. And this is where it gets dangerous. You start chasing the version of him that only appears sometimes. The sweet version. The loving version. The version who makes you feel chosen. But healthy love is not supposed to feel confusing every week. Consistency matters. Emotional safety matters. Real connection should not disappear the moment things get serious. But here's another truth people ignore. Some men pull away because they secretly feel unworthy. Yes, unworthy. When you treat them with genuine love, it activates insecurity inside them. They wonder if they can maintain it. They fear disappointing you. So instead of risking failure, they emotionally retreat first. It sounds irrational, but emotionally, it feels safer to them. Because distance protects them from rejection, even if that distance hurts you. And this pattern becomes exhausting. You start overthinking every message. Every silence feels personal. Every mood shift changes your entire day. That's not emotional peace. That's emotional survival mode. Pay attention to this. Love should not constantly make you feel abandoned. Attraction is not enough. Chemistry is not enough. Someone can deeply desire you and still be emotionally incapable of staying present. That's the painful part. Because sometimes the feelings are real, but emotional maturity is missing. And without emotional maturity, relationships become cycles of closeness and distance. One step forward, two steps back. Again and again. So what should you do when someone pulls away? First, stop blaming yourself. Not every emotional withdrawal is your fault. Second, stop chasing clarity from someone confused inside themselves. Their mixed signals will only drain you. And third, watch actions more than words. Anyone can say they care, but consistency reveals emotional readiness. This is where strong people become different. They stop begging for emotional stability. They stop shrinking themselves to keep someone comfortable. And they stop confusing emotional unavailability with depth. Because love should not constantly feel like confusion. Real love moves toward connection, not away from it. So if he keeps pulling away every time things get good, ask yourself an important question. Are you chasing potential or experiencing real emotional availability? Because those are two very different things. And your heart deserves to know the difference. But here's the final truth. You cannot heal someone by abandoning yourself. You cannot love someone into emotional readiness. They have to choose that growth on their own. Your job is not to rescue them. Your job is to protect your peace, to choose relationships that feel safe, stable, honest. Because the right person won't disappear when love becomes real. They'll stay, even when intimacy feels scary, even when emotions get deep. They'll stay and communicate, and that changes everything. If this video spoke to your experience, don't ignore what your emotions are trying to tell you. Sometimes confusion is already the answer. And sometimes peace is the real form of love. Subscribe for more psychology and relationship insights. And remember, the right connection will never make you feel alone all the time.